Guys, I stayed strong. I stayed strong through the entirety of lunch. I ate super clean.
Oh no.
I almost made it. All right, guys, we're here in San Diego for the Tom Ferry Elite Retreat. It's a 2-day intensive retreat for those of you that are not familiar with Tom Ferry. He's actually a real estate coach, and apparently he's the #1 real estate coach in America. I'm sure that's hotly contested, but nevertheless, I'm very excited. I have a lot of friends through this ecosystem that I've made throughout the years, and I'm really looking forward to what these next 2 days are going to bring.
Just want you to be you at your very best.
Tom is really harping on a couple of very important things, right, for real estate agents. It's not often that you hear people talk about reducing their debt and increasing their savings, especially in the real estate industry. You know, there's a lot of agents that live paycheck to paycheck, and a lot of people who are in debt. I think it's a conversation that needs to be had more and more, especially by people like Tom, who clearly have created success for themselves in their business and have gotten to that next level. How he translates it to all of us, that's another story, but I think it's a relevant conversation. Systems in business, that's something that I've been concentrating on personally for a long time now, especially the last year. I've really hunkered down on that, and by going out to Boston, by you know, talking with people that have done it before, like Lisa Chinati, right? Like, and I want to do more of that this year, kind of like finding best practices, figuring out what those best practices are and implementing them. Tom has also been talking about agent of the future, right? And what it means to actually be a high-level producer, a high-level agent in the next 10, 20, 30 years. And that's really creating and building a brand. And I think I've done that in Selling Silicon Valley and in the Selling Silicon Valley group. I've created this brand, and now it's about leveraging it and really maximizing and playing full out and going level 10 on it. All right, guys, very eventful day one. You know, the thing about these retreats, the thing about these events is, I know what all of you are thinking. It's like, okay, just another real estate event, right? And if you go in thinking, oh, it's a real estate event, why do I need to go? Well, then you've kind of missed the point of these things, right? I mean, look, learning, yes, there's a lot of learning to be done here. But the real learning is done from the people who are around you, right? And so the biggest thing that I've taken away from these types of events is not actually what is said inside of the room, but what happens and what is said and what is learned outside of the room. So I'm really, more than anything else, looking forward to tonight, to being able to chat, to converse with a lot of the people in this ecosystem, because there's a lot of smart people, and to be able to drop the ego, right, and learn from them, and take away some of their best practices and tips and advice, and implement them in what we're doing with Selling Silicon Valley Group. It can and will improve the business. So I'm really looking forward to tonight. But first, I know J-Rod's hungry. You're hungry, aren't you, boy?
I'm so fucking hungry.
You're hungry, dude. So am I.
I'm here at Tom Ferry because I want to learn and I want to grow and I want to deliver as much value for my clients as possible. I believe this industry has a large gap between people that have licenses and people that really provide value to their clients. So I think that we really need to raise the standards of the industry. So from beginning to end, we're doing the best by our clients. A lot of our clients trust us with the largest sale in their lives. So for us, from beginning to end, it comes down to learning as much as possible from our peers, from the experts in other markets, so that we can really do the best job that we can when it comes to negotiating the best price, the best terms, and protecting our clients. So if you want to work with Danny or me in Los Angeles, rest assured that we're going to do our absolute best to take care of you. We're going to work hard, and we're going to deliver the best quality of service we can with integrity. So we hope that you trust us. We thank you for the opportunity, and just know that we are going to do the best that we can for you.
This is my buddy Abel. He's out of the Santa Barbara market. Abel, my man, quick question for you. Why do you come to an event like this, bro?
I pretty much come to these types of events to meet really great guys like Danny and share, collaborate, talk about what we're doing in our businesses and things that have helped us become successful and share that knowledge with one another. Yeah.
So Abel was actually a very successful agent out of Modesto, right?
Bakersfield.
Or Bakersfield,
Yeah,
sorry.
no worries.
And-
Same difference, right?
Yeah. So he was in Bakersfield, and then he decided that he wanted to take his business to Santa Barbara, California.
Yep.
Right? And that's where he is right now. Still has a very successful business going on in Bakersfield, and now is working in Santa Barbara. But it's really cool to be able to talk to someone like him and understand what it's like to start over from scratch.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yep.
But he's not replicating the same mistakes that he made the first time.
That's key.
Right?
That's the key right there. Yeah, not repeating the same mistakes, man, for sure.
So it will take you half the time that it took you to reach that level of success all over again in Santa Barbara. So,
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah, it's super cool. And that's what I told everyone back home. Is like, the reason you come to these events, yeah, the event is cool and all. The real power is in your relationship.
Agreed. Definitely.
What do you got to say to the peeps back home, man?
Well, if you're not in coaching, let me give you something. I was in coaching all last year and then go to one event. And then I blamed coaching and thought coaching sucked. Really what it was is coaching's, obviously you gotta be committed to it, but it's the ecosystem, things like this, meeting people like Danny, networking with other people here is really what coaching's all about, in my opinion, right? This is where it's at. So,
And I'm gonna piggyback on
yeah.
And I'm gonna say that if you're on a team and you're saying that the team isn't working for you, and you're not going to any of the team meetings, you're not going to any of the trainings,
Right.
you're not taking advantage of any of the things that the team has to offer,
Exactly.
then the problem isn't the team.
It's you.
It's you.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's the same thing, coaching, team, whatever it is.
Yeah, look inside.
If you're not taking advantage of the things that are being given to you for free, or that are being given to you at a cost, like coaching, and you're not taking full advantage of it, then you need to rethink your fucking strategy.
Yep. Couldn't say it any better than that.
Good shit. Day 2 of the Tom Ferry Elite Retreat here, and today I have the privilege of actually leading a mastermind here at the Elite Retreat. I'm going to be talking about this really cool prospecting tool that real estate agents use. It's called Remine, and it's something that I've been using now very effectively for the last year or so. And so this is a new tool that a lot of agents here aren't exposed to, so I'm really excited to share some of the best practices that I've learned over the last year or so and give it back to the community here. So let's go do it.
My name's Jeremiah. I am in the Washington, D.C. area. Got a ton of nuggets out of this presentation, mainly just all the data that you can mine from Remine. It's great for retargeting purposes such as like Facebook ads, or gathering the information from Remine and using your targeted ads to attack those people. But then also your circle prospecting, even expireds. I just call expireds, and a lot of times we'll get our list from something like Land Voice or something, but it's nice to know that you can target people who have a greater probability of actually listing, even if they have already tried the list before. I mean, it's tons of stuff you can do, so I'm really excited to just dive into it when I get home.
My name is Rhonda, and I thought Danny's presentation was great, especially that he's in an urban area where I am also. So I think this is totally valuable and useful. So good use of time.
My name is Matt Cheney. I'm a realtor in Washington, D.C. I cover Maryland and Bethesda, Maryland, as well as Arlington, Virginia as well. Great content. I've started doing some farming recently, and Danny's presentation gave me some good ideas how to lower my budget so that I can really target the actual sellers in my market.
Again, right, like how to actually use it and everything. We're not going to use this time to kind of go over it, but just know that that's what the platform looks like.
Remine allows you to become, a real estate ninja. And so I really love the self-storage functionality.
My staff did a bunch of research, and what they chose was Ground Truth. GroundTruth.com.
Amazing experience here at the Tom Ferry Elite Retreat. 2 days, action-packed, saw a lot of great friends, met a lot of cool new people, and of course I got to go up there and talk about something that I am super passionate, bullish on, which is Remine. So that was cool. Got to bring out the inner nerd inside of me, so that was awesome. And yeah, I just had a great time. I know J-Rod had a great time too. What's up, J-Rod? Hey, J-Rod, come on, give him some love, baby.
Loving it, man.
Yeah.
That was tight.
All right, guys. It's Danny Gould, Selling Silicon Valley, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.